All right, we got Willow here, and this is going to be Willow's first time learning how to go onto a bed. And what I'm doing here is free shaping with her. So I'm not giving her any guidance, any commands, using a little bit of my body language to kind of let her know what we're looking for. But other than that, she's doing it all on her own. So Willow has learned how to lay down prior to this lesson, but she has not been taught how to lay down on the bed. So I am using the marker words that we've charged with Willow here. So when she goes into a down, I'll say yes and reward her. And you'll see as time goes on, she'll do it a little bit quicker each time.
Yes.
So free shaping is really nice to do because the dog's making the choice on their own. And that really solidifies the behavior for future lessons. So if you're trying to do this at home, the most important thing is to be in a non-distracting environment. So you want a quiet space, there's not too much going on, and the dog can think. Now it's going to get sped up. And really all you do is wait. You wait for the behavior that you're free shaping, that you're looking for. And in this session, I was looking for her to go into a down on the bed. And then you mark the behavior as soon as it happens and release them from that position. It's a patience game. Definitely takes some time and patience, but it's all worth it in the end, as you'll see. I use my body language to kind of direct her back onto the bed and tell her that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Think about it. It's really cool to see the dog think about what you're wanting. And if you need to make a few suggestions like I am with my body, that's okay. She's a young girl, so she needs a little bit of help. But it's best for the dog to make the choice on their own and then mark it. So we had Willow for about a week's time. In this video, you'll see me naming the bed. And the idea with the bed is that we've practiced it so many times. When I walk up to the bed, she's to go to it and lay down with the free shaping. So now she gets the idea, looks really good every time, so now I've named it.
Good.
And now you'll start to see me feed her in place. And I will mark with good, come up to her, and feed in place. This is how we get a dog to stay on the bed. I'm using body language to suggest she goes back down when she breaks. And if you need to jump in and grab the leash and direct them back onto the bed if they break, that's perfectly fine as well. But definitely feeding in place. And you'll notice I try to feed her in the same spot. We look at the bed as like a clock, and I continue to feed her at 12 o'clock and release her at 12 o'clock as well.
Bed.
Asked her to go to the bed.
Good.
When you ask a dog to go to the bed, it's best to be within 2 feet of it. And then I mark with good and feed in place. Now, being outside is an added distraction, so don't take it outside until you feel comfortable and until it looks really good inside. But it's a great way to proof the command.
Bed.
It's a good challenge for you both. And I wait to mark it until she goes all the way down, and then I'll mark with good and lean in and feed. So we'll sped up. These sessions are really no longer than 10 minutes at a time. During the board and train, we'll do them twice a day. And as the dog progresses, we add commands, mix in markers. So you'll see I just released her by saying yes, and she came up to me to get a reward.
Here? Yes!
Now this, enjoy my pajamas. Now we're comboing commands. So now she's learned a recall. She knows what bed means, which means to lay on her place and go into a down, and to stay there until released. Yes, her off of the bed. So this is kind of how this video is showing you how you can progress. I would always suggest recalling your dog to the bed.
Down.
And then asking them for the bed command.
Yes, good job.
Especially in the very beginning.
Good job.
Don't want to say bed from across the room and expect them to go into the bed from there. Now we have Willow doing it in her home. It is just as important that owners practice just the way we taught it. So we have her owners practicing good on the bed, and yes, off the bed in her home. And thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.